Well, with yesterday being my first official day of practice, well, we actually officially started at midnight on Sunday night. We have our traditional Midnight Madness practice. Was able to see a lot of great things from the perspective of some of our newcomers, freshmen, and our upperclassmen look really, really good right now. Second practice in the afternoon went very well. In terms of kind of looking through this in preparation for today to speak with you, I think this will be the first year that as we enter our indoor season, we will enter the indoor season on the men's side with no returning All-Americans and only one returning national qualifier. So that's exciting just from the standpoint of some of our returners who have the potential and I know have the goals of getting to an indoor national championship and becoming an All-American. So that obviously will be the goal during the development process of giving those athletes prepared to qualify for the indoor national championships and obviously finish in the top 8 to be All-American. On the women's side, again, something new as we're entering in. We have 8 national qualifiers returning between indoor and outdoor, but only 4 of them were All-American. So, again, that's much different than what we've had in the past. And so we're going to be very excited about, kind of relying on those 8 national qualifiers that have gotten to the national meet between indoor or outdoor, and their experience of getting there, and obviously hoping that those 4 All-Americans that are all underclassmen, not one senior in that group of All-Americans, will be excited about kind of mentoring and getting more of our athletes prepared to compete at the national level during the indoor season. So pretty much this is a team that has a lot of potential, but we're going to rely on our goals that we have to set in place of us to get ourselves prepared for a great opportunity, which is to have nationals at home in Iowa, held by Grinnell College. And so last time we were at home in Grinnell, we had a great national meet. And so it's exciting that indoors is at Grinnell and outdoors is here at Wartburg College with us being the hosts. So we're pretty excited about those 2 opportunities to be able to compete at nationals in the state of Iowa.
Talk about your schedule a little bit with your 4 home meets, but then also you have UNI on the schedule and Grinnell as well.
Yeah. Obviously, our 4 home meets would be 4 very good meets. Obviously, our relay meet is a pretty low-key meet. We're also going to include an alumni in that first home relay meet, which is going to be something new and exciting for our alumni. But then our Chelsea M. Hymkenius meet will be the second annual meet of the passing of Chelsea a year ago, and so we're pretty excited. Parents are excited to come back, and her sister, who runs at Briarcliff, she'll be a part of that as well, who will be a sophomore. This year with that, we're going to do some different things. We're going to actually, each champion, the parents will give a T-shirt to each champion of each event, so just keeping them involved and just kind of keeping her legacy alive in front of us. We then go on the road, got an opportunity to go down to UNI and compete, and we're going to be excited about that. It's a away meet, but it's close enough where we're not having to get on a bus and travel 3 hours, so we're excited about that. We come back home and we'll have our indoor select meet where we have added a couple of great programs to that meet. So it in my opinion, looking at adding, when we added UW Whitewater men and women to that meet, it is going to be a top Division III meet to me in the country on that weekend. So you have Platteville men and women, you have River Falls men and women, Whitewater men and women, Carlton men and women, Wartburg men and women, Central men and women, and St. Thomas men and women. That is going to be an outstanding meet, and lacrosse women only. So very excited about our outdoor select meet. We then get ourselves back on the road to go compete at Grinnell, which is going to be like a pre-national meet at Grinnell. So we get a chance to get on that surface and compete against some teams that we probably won't see because they've opened it up to a couple of additional teams outside of our region. So that'll be exciting to get to come back, and we have our traditional senior meet, Wartburg Open, and then we go out to BV for conference. So good meet, good quality meets that we're excited about, but we just got to focus on day one, which is getting better today at practice. So,
speaking of the Iowa Conference, I know we still got a few more months until the competition starts, but what have you heard about those other conference teams, or that look to maybe give you a run for your money?
Obviously, on the men's side, Central is always going to be a very, they have a great program, and so Central is always going to be that. The side on the men's side in which we're going to have to really prepare ourselves for it across the board. I think you got a lot of the other institutions in our conference that they're doing a good job. Dubuque is always getting better. Loris is getting better. But for us, I would say that just having the respect of all of our conference schools and know that on any given day they all will perform at a high level, and so we have to perform at a higher level. On the women's side, again, I think you still will have your Central competing there, as well as a Loris. Dubuque definitely improved, and so we definitely on the women's side want to make sure that we stay the course and continue that tradition that we've had with the consecutive indoor and outdoor conference championships. And so that's a goal that we want to keep in place. So also I'm very excited with the addition of Nebraska Wesleyan. They traditionally have had a lot of success both on the men and women's side. It's going to make our conference stronger, and so I know there may be a few schools that have different opinions and feelings, but Ted Bullen has done a tremendous job over there, and once you can get a program, the caliber of their program in our conference, it is definitely going to strengthen our conference from a national standpoint. And I really believe we already have one of the top conferences in the country. But you add Nebraska Wesleyan, it's going to be hard pressed not to be able to leave a conference meet with Nebraska Wesleyan in the conference meet where you don't perform at a high level, prevent some of those opportunities that maybe we have to go to a last chance meet. So I'm excited about the addition of Nebraska Wesleyan, and even when they host a meet at the University of Nebraska on their bank track, so at least one every 8 years we get a chance to go back over there and compete on the bank track, and that changes times a little bit with the conversion too, but we're excited about that too.
Last question, does your phrase next woman up still ring true?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Last year was a different year for us. I mean, I'm excited about what I saw last night at practice. I'm excited about – I'm not going to give you any names because what I told the women last night is what I expect everyone in our conference and everyone around the country to see is new faces, new names, new events, but the same standard. And that's the bottom line. And so I'm excited for everyone around the country to hear those new names, and I believe that there will be a number of freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors who will be able to step up into that role and that motto of next woman up. And on the men's side, we continue to believe it's their time, and I'm gonna stay true to that, and definitely stay true to the fact that years ago I said that both the men and the women teams will win a national championship, and I stick to that gun. After that happens, you may see me leave my shoes out at the track and walk away, and maybe it's time for me to do something different. All right, but I truly believe that our being is going to get that done, and we're excited about that challenge for our men's team as well.